Hey beautiful souls, David Essery here. If you've been watching a few of my videos recently, you'll know that I've been working towards our upcoming Lion's Gate, and in particular the activation of the Light Core. Now, you may have heard my message from Melchizedek a couple of weeks ago about this, but if not, essentially this is the Agarthan Sun that exists inside the centre of our planet in seventh dimensional hollow Earth. And it sits directly above the city of Telos, which is currently where the Lemurians are residing, after they completed their time here on Earth and their preparations for Atlantis. They went into a kind of hibernation and recently woke up again in 2022 to get back to work to assist us with this ongoing ascension process. And what's happening actually as a result of the incredible shifts that we've just been through at the June solstice and the ascension essentially of our planet is we are now ready to begin the next phase. It's always one phase after another, that's the way these things go. But this first steps within this are the activation of what they're calling the light core. Now, you may know this as the Agarthan Sun, which is basically a sun that lives inside our world in seventh dimensional hollow Earth. Now, philosophers and all sorts of kind of refer to hollow earth for hundreds if not thousands of years, and it often gets misconstrued as almost like a world within ours, and in some respects it is, but it exists as seventh dimensional level. It's purely energetic. It's not physical, not tangible like the world that we know. But there's a city there called Telos that is inhabited by the Lemurians, and the entrance to this is actually directly under Mount Shasta through portals in Mount Shasta. Will take you directly into the city of Telos, and in there is a massive, absolutely massive pyramid that's kind of the center of the entire city, and directly above that pyramid is the Agarthan Sun. If you've been joining Tim Wilde and I for our Lionsgate workshops for the last few years, you may remember us visiting there in 2022 when the Lemurians first awoke again from their hibernation. And we did some work on that then. We did a bit of activations to it and kind of realigned it with the Earth macabre that was around the planet and stuff at the time. But it's now forming the next phase of our journey. It's being reactivated at a much higher frequency because of the changes that we've just been through. And of course, in preparation for my workshop that I am running this Thursday, called Activating the Light Core, I've been working with the Lemurians and tuning into the frequencies for what the work that we need to do on that night. And Commander Adama, who is the kind of leader of the city of Telos, has stepped through with a message which I'd like to share with you today. This is what he had to say. Beloved brothers and sisters of our shared mother, it is in great celebration that I deliver a message of our ongoing preparations. The time draws near to activate the light core at its new operating frequency in order to help prepare the souls of Earth for the new age. A reactivation is most accurate, for the light core has been active in one form or another for millennia. But much as for all of those who inhabit the planet at this time, it is being prepared for the next phase of its journey. This living, breathing sun is to be expanded, to spread its light, to reach forth and encompass this whole planet, sharing its light with all, no longer confined to the realms of the inner earth, for the people are finally ready to accept its blessing. You can think of this Agarthan Sun like a generator of sorts, although its function is fulfilled through a portal. It draws light directly through it from the great central sun, providing this planet with a powerful source of energy to fuel its transformation. Although it is truth that for some time now you have been directly receiving the light of Helios, it has travelled a great distance to reach you, and its vibration is stepped down in order to do so. The flow from the light core can be received at a much higher frequency, as it is direct, and therefore will be more beneficial to the souls of Earth. In this activation, we require your assistance. As the current master race of Earth, it is ultimately your choice to accept this light as representatives of the planet. If it is in alignment with your interests, please do join us for the reactivation ceremony. Yours in divine appreciation, Commander Adama. Thank you, Adama, for that message. It's really lovely to connect with the Lemurians again. It's been really a good couple of years because they came through and assisted with the kind of a reactivation and release of a lot of knowledge and wisdom that they had stored away to assist us through this process, and then kind of went on to continue their building work in preparation for the new age. They're actually building holographic cities around our existing ones, and it's kind of like a blueprint that our cities will evolve into. But other than that, they've been very quiet. I've tried to connect with them a few times and really not got any information, so I'm really excited that they're coming back together again. They're such an incredible race to work with. So essentially, he's talking about this activation of this inner sun, which is going to be expanded. If you think about this, it is an energetic sun. It is going to be expanded to completely encompass our entire planet. And as he says, this is a portal to the great central sun, being Helios, which Helios in itself is kind of a portal for source. It's like 12th dimensional source light flows through Helios. And as he says, it is truth that for some time now you've been directly receiving the light of Helios. It has travelled a great distance to reach you, and its vibration is stepped down in order to do so. For a very, very, very long time, we've been receiving light from Helios directly through our sun, and that was kind of like a stepping down process. And by that I mean that the frequency drops when it comes through the sun, so it can come through at a 12th dimensional level and come out at a 5th, for instance. But a couple of years ago we started to receive light directly from Helios, so i.e. not going through our sun, just coming straight through the universe. But Adama's saying here again that that was still being stepped down, at least in part because of the distance it had to travel. What he's saying now is that by activating or reactivating the Agarthan Sun, which is a portal to this light of Helios, we're going to get much higher frequency light direct from Helios to fill our planet. He said is providing the planet with a powerful source of energy to fuel its transformation. This is implying that the Earth has still got a long way to go with its transformation. It has just gone through an energetic transformation, but as we know from the shifts that we've been through, it takes a while to integrate this and to bring it into our physicality. So this is going to provide fuel to the planet to help it to do that. And what we know from the other messages that I've received from Melchizedek about this upcoming event is that as this light spreads out, it is going to touch basically all of the inhabitants of Earth. In fact, he says in his message that it's going to encompass the whole planet, sharing its light with all, no longer confined to the realms of the inner Earth, for the people are finally ready to accept its blessing. We've come far enough through this journey now that actually this light can be shared with everyone, and this is of course incredibly high frequency light from Helios. And what Melchizedek has discussed in his other messages is that this light will give them a glimpse into their truth, that they are love, and that this will begin a return home to their divinity, basically begin the awakening process for pretty much all the souls of Earth. And this is absolutely massive, massive. And it's one of those things where we may think, oh, well, how can this work be done for everyone? What about, for their highest good and, under the law of grace and all of these different things? And yes, that is absolutely always the case. But there is not a single soul that is inhabited on this planet in this lifetime that did not know what they were going through when they came down here. From the higher realms perspective, this has been preordained for thousands of years. And, if you are on the earth, then you have chosen to be here at this time and to go through this process at some level. So really, everyone is kind of on board for this shift. It's just a matter of time for each individual person. And it's not going to be like an overnight thing where they're going to wake up the next day and it's going to be absolutely completely different. As Melchizedek said, they're not going to wake up the next day as a fully actualized God-free being, but it's the beginning of the journey, a beginning of the return home for them. And this will be absolutely monumental for our planet. So the way this is going to work is actually that the main expansion itself is taking place on the Lions Gate on the 8th of August, where I will be running a workshop with my brother Tim Wild. We're going to be there celebrating that incredible event and leading this meditation through this and assisting our light however we can do. But this actually needs to be activated first. It's going to take a couple of weeks for this process to build. Melchizedek was very specific that my workshop to activate this light core had to happen on the 25th of July. So that gives 2 weeks of preparation before the Lions Gate, where this energy is going to be building. And that's why I'm running that workshop this week, activating the light core, where, as Adama says, we're going to be invited to the reactivation ceremony. And also along with this, we are going to receive a blessing ourselves directly from the Agarthan Sun as a boost for our own ascension process as well. It should be a really, really beautiful experience. Melchizedek is going to be leading us to the city of Telos and being of assistance however we can do. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be an amazing experience. I always love the Lions Gate, and yeah, I feel like we get 2 for 1 this time. So if you feel like joining me for that, I would absolutely love to share that experience with you. So say that's the 25th of July. If you are watching this video in the future, there will be a recording available, so you can always add your energy to it at a later date if you wish to. I will pop all the links in the description down below as always. And yeah, I'd absolutely love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have liked and enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe. I share channel messages and meditations and things like that all the time. We'd love to have you as a part of our community. Thank you so much for watching and sending you all so much love. Bye-bye.